tricky to do. The secret with them is the dough needs to be quite wet. It needs to stick to your fingers when you're rolling it out, and handle them really as little as possible. We do most of it with a machine and then just knead it out very, very lightly with your hands. So you need, let's change the unit. This is such an old recipe. It's still in pounds and ounces, and I don't work in those. So it's a pound of self-raising flour. You don't need to sift it for scones. Got a spoon there.
A spoon? Big one?
Yeah, that'll do. I've gone a bit over here. We've tried so many different recipes in the Cakery to get the scones right, because people are so particular about them. They've got to be lighter than air and just melt in your mouth. So it's a pound of self-raising flour and then 1 ounce of caster sugar. Teaspoon. And it's 4 ounces of unsalted butter. It's important that you use unsalted butter because if you have any salt in it, it can affect the rise of the scones. Did you get a teaspoon?
Oh, did I get you two? Sorry. I'll put it back. That one.
Okay. And 2 nice rounded teaspoons of baking powder, because you want your scones to have a really good rise. They should, when they're baked, they should be roughly double the size or more of the scone you put in. So once you've got all that into your mixing bowl, you can do it by hand. It's just, obviously, less handling is better. And then you need to mix it with the beater rather than the whisk if you're using a stand mixer until it's the consistency of fine breadcrumbs. Okay, we'll just leave that go. Once it's got to the consistency you need, as I said, it needs to be a pretty wet dough, so we use 200 millilitres of buttermilk, sorry. I know I've slipped into millilitres, but I just can't convert. And 2 eggs. So there's the buttermilk. They do sell it everywhere now, so it's pretty easy to get hold of.
Get rid of those eggs for you. Go, darling. You get these eggs away.
A rolling pin. A rolling pin and a cutter.
What do you want from her?
So we're getting there now.
I'll go wash my hands, so I've just touched the eggs.
Leave the beater on a slow speed and just pour your buttermilk and egg mixture in. Good. Oh, wonderful, thank you. And you just want that to come together for a minute or so, so it's kneading the dough as well without you having to touch it. Okay, once that's mixed for a while, lightly flour your surface. And as you'll see, the dough is sticking to my fingers. It's very wet, which is exactly how you want it. And you can feel when the dough is light, it feels very spongy when you touch it. Out onto your floured surface and then just knead it very lightly using your fingers. You don't need to use the whole hand and the heel of the hand as though you were kneading bread. just use your fingers. So that's that now. As you see, it's quite smooth. And then it's always a good idea to dust your rolling pin so that doesn't stick. Roll it out until it's about 1/2 inch thick. That's all you want. And then you can either use the fluted cutter like this. I generally use a round one, but this one will cut them out. Flour your cutter and cut out your scones. Flour in it just stops it from sticking and gives the scones a cleaner edge so they rise more evenly. So we will now put the scones on and put them about 1 inch apart because they will rise, hopefully. I brought some with me just in case.
You knew we do a perfect job. I told you not to bring them.
Crikey. Okay. And then we put them in the oven for 12 minutes. We brought some plain cupcakes with us, so we thought we'd all have a go at doing some piping while the scones are cooking.
Just get to clean that.
Oh, lovely. I can use this anyway.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So to make buttercream, you need, it's roughly double the weight of ice and sugar to butter. So to make this quantity, we're going to use 500 grams of unsalted butter to 1 kilo of ice and sugar.
It's okay now. Right.
No, I will use it if you've got it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We're going to use the other one now. Thank you.
Okay. So that butter's quite soft, so I can just put this ice and sugar in. Is that set? No.
Which one, Helen?
10 minutes now. Okay. It's quite easy if you go with, the butters tend to come in 250s, and then the ice and sugars are either in 500s or kilos, so it does make it quite easy. You don't need to worry too much about weighing with making buttercream. Put that on there. I haven't got a tablespoon, but for 1 kilo you'd be looking at about 3 to 4 tablespoons of water or milk. You can use milk as well. And then about 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract as well, just to give it a nice strong vanilla flavour. Okay, now we put this on slowly because the ice and sugar likes to go everywhere. Oh, yeah. There you go, stand back. I found a bit. Okay. So the butter icing is looking pretty good. Nice and white and fluffy. So we brought some uniced cupcakes along, so if anybody wants to have a go at piping cupcakes, now is your chance.
Jose, you want to pipe?
Any volunteers for piping cupcakes? You pass.
Do you want to go?
You pass me one, please.
You come up and have a go.
Okay, so to pipe the cupcake, you need to get the bag and you squeeze with this hand and direct it with your right hand. So you squeeze it in the middle and then go around and around and up.
Perfect.
There you go. Are you going to have a turn? What's that?
That's it.
Well done.
Good, well done. Yeah, darling, thank you. Is she allowed to eat that?
Yes.
You can eat that one. There we are. Take it back. Well done. Thank you. Do you want to try? Come on.
Come on.
There we are, sweetheart. Very good. Wow. Well done. Oh, well done. You did really well there. Well done. You just want to eat it, don't you?
Well, we brought a selection down as well, so everyone can have a taste of what we sell in the shop.
Start from the middle.
Start from the middle, and if you hold the bag vertically,
All right, okay.
okay, like this, vertically squeeze, and then like that. And that'll kill me now, piping all over the worktop.
You're doing really good. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so for anyone who wanted the recipe for the scones, we need a pound of self-raising flour, 1 ounce of caster sugar, 2 heaped teaspoons of baking powder, and 4 ounces of butter. You then need to mix those until they're breadcrumb consistency. And to that, you add 200 millilitres of buttermilk with 2 eggs. You'll have quite a wet dough, so you mix it. Then you need to roll it out onto some flour and cut it with these. Give it an egg wash, and then it's in the oven between 160 and 180 for 12 minutes. The temperature totally depends on your oven. Okay, let's have a look. I'll just check these now. Oh, no, they're not done. Okay. Oh, they are. Okay, they're done. Woohoo!
Okay.
Move the cupcakes
Move them
so I can put my scones out. So there's your scones, nicely risen, really light. There you are. And obviously, no scone is complete without strawberry jam and clotted cream. I'm not sure if it's true, but I have heard that in Cornwall and Devon, the two counties' difference is one puts the jam on first and one puts the cream on first. I don't know. I like the jam first. If I put some in here. Okay. Jam first for me every time.
And me.
And you.
My favourite, yeah. And loads of cream.
Loads and loads of cream, yeah.
You going to eat that now?
I think I am.
It's got to be done.
There you are. And there you have it. The perfect scones for your cream teas.
Well done.
Thank you. Who wants a scone? Come on then.
Just cut them in half.